Hey guys, I'm back. I don't know if it's my internet that's has been acting crazy. Okay, internet has been acting crazy. We'll know if it's my internet in a minute. But I was talking about how you doing, y'all? This is your Ruth, part two of Ophiuchus, and I put the ring. I also found a ring of Ophiuchus. Okay, so it says I was talking about they created the Caucasians. Don't get offended. I'm just what I read. I'm part of all cultures, as you can see, and it was talking about how they created the Caucasians because they knew how to create people, you know, and they put the spirit of the melanated man who was lost inside of the illusion after they passed away inside of the Caucasian man for them to come back to Earth. Okay, that's one thing I have found a while back. Let me see, get back on track what I was talking about. um, okay, let's see. Regardless of the debate, there is no denying that the sun does pass through and rest in Ophiuchus between November 29 and December 18. During this period, we will receive the energetic influence of the characteristics of this constellation. Ophiuchus is also known as Serpentarius, the serpent holder that represents ancient knowledge, shamans, mysticism, wisdom, tribes, resurrection, transformation, and embodiment of feminine energy. It is also a symbol of desire to unravel life's mysteries, originality, embracing uniqueness, and refusing to water down to suit others' demands or desires. Greek mythology tells us that Aesculapius, at once mortal surgeon and medicine man raised by Chiron, the centrum, sits in the constellation of Ophiuchus. Okay, that's where we see the serpent man. We see the man in there. Chiron, the great wounded healer, mentor, the name I just said, and taught him alternative healing practices. So he quickly mastered the art of medicine. So he was taught by this man. I'm trying to go to it right quick. Mysteries of Healing of Asclepium, the Pergamium, Pergamun, is an ancient healing complex located at the base of the Pergamon Archopolis in Turkey, built in honor of that serpent bearer god of healing. The god of healing was a term used in ancient Greek to define a type of temple devoted to the god of that man, which acted as the healing center. The site in Pergamon was founded in the 14th century BC around a sacred spring that still flows. Over the next centuries, it became one of the best known healing centrums of ancient world, second important only to Epidaurus in Greece, and was also the world's first psychiatric hospital. The influential physical Galen was born in Pergamon and practiced here in the second century AD, having first made his medical reputation treating warriors in the gladiatorial games of the city. So when the Greeks they had a doctor that when they died, didn't die, whatever, they was hurt. Most of them died that they defeated, but those that had wounds, he was the one that healed them. Now this is the Greeks saying about who Ophiuchus is. Okay. Oh wow. Excuse me, guys. Nothing really wrong with my stuff, but they don't want me to say this. I'm gonna have to do my little healing on my neck. Hold on. Okay. Many of the treatments employed at Pergamon, which were in complement with the sacred source of water that was later discovered as having radioactive properties, have been used for centuries and are still believed to cure all illnesses. Check that out. These sacred springs were once visited by such luminaries as Roman Emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius, as well as countless ordinary people seeking cures for their physical and mental ailments. So I say so many things that we don't know that's simple. We don't have to dive shit. According to ancient myth, the god that I said had the power to raise people from the dead, and he himself was restored to life by Zeus. For this reason, he was thought to also have a snake form. Tame snakes were kept in his temple as his reptile was regarded as a symbol of regeneration due to the shedding and regrowth of their skin. Check that out. Patients approached the healing temple via the sacred way, a path that started their journey to health. An underground passage led to it so that the patients went down a short flight of steps into a tunnel. Cubicles were located on either side of the passages, and patients spent the night there. In the morning, they would tell their dreams to the priests, doctors, to facilitate the diagnosis of their disease. The patients then ascended to the temple, which had a circular shape, so that they could walk in a never ending procession. The pillars supporting the vaults had individual tubes for bathing. Treatments included psychotherapy, massage, herbal remedies, mud and bathing treatments, surgeries, and the drinking of water, which were prescribed according to what dreams the patient had experienced. It was believed that dreams recounted a visit by the God, that what we said, who held the key to curing all diseases. So you see how they switched it to a man. Okay. Now it could have been the children of Ophiuchius. I don't know. We're still looking, okay? But we all know it's supposed to be a woman. There was even a theater at the person I mentioned to enter the patients who would often stay for weeks. All of this was done in the behalf that healing was sacred art and that people's souls needed to be mended as well as their bodies. Thousands of people still travel to this place every year in the hopes of being healed. We don't know shit about this place. Check that out. Tradition says that the ancient therapies, based on both psychological and physical treatments, were highly successful in restoring health. Ain't that something? Okay. So he quickly mastered the art of medicine. The name I mentioned became such a profound healer that none of his patients died. And it's believed that he was able to bring the dead back to life. See what I'm saying? Ophiuchius is so deeper. You know, that's why they don't have it on this wheel, like I showed y'all. That's why it's not on this wheel. Because they don't want us to know. Okay. Now, this is Greek mythology. Of course, they changed everything to men. That's why I was concerned about the Vatican having a Fucus woman head, Medusa, down there. Okay, let's get to it. Hades, god of death, was not impressed with him, as he meant less people were entering his kingdom. Wow. And he felt his underworld was in ruins. So he asked his brother Zeus to immortalize the guy, Ophiuchus. This resulted in Ophiuchus being hit with a thunderbolt. However, Zeus later felt remorseful and placed him in Ophiuchus so that the opportunity replaced him in Ophiuchus so that the opportunity to benefit from his healing wisdom would eternally live on. Wow. Ophiuchus' influence brings potent, empowering energy that is a catalyst for dramatic revolution and raising up against the limitations of the current system. In Ophiuchus, we are witnessing the emergency of a once cast out energetic force, returning to inspire and motivate us to shine brightly, regardless who or what tries to deny our inherent right to live aligned with our core beliefs. Check that out. I want to take a screenshot of this here. So Hades got jealous because wasn't nobody dying and coming down to Hades where he can do whatever he wanted to. Okay. So this is, I'm reading. This energy promotes a shift in humanity as it focuses on how those who are viewed in different or outside the norm are often isolated and forced to comply with rules and regulations that do not resonate with them or the natural rhythm of life. Check that out. The sun in this constellation promotes integration and alchemy as the healing energy brings forward a yin yang balance, delivering calmness even when there is volatile between opposing groups. It is likely that we are about to witness unprecedented and critical change in areas that have been stagnant for many generations. Hmm. Although this seems as though Ophiuchus' energy is rebellious, nonconformist, and against social norms, it is fair from the essence of the constellation. This is not Ophiuchus being against anything, despite it being subject to thousands of years of rejection and persecution. The meaning of the constellation translates to maintaining ancient beliefs, wisdom, knowledge, and healing qualities so that they can be of benefit to current and future generations. It is about being allowed to exist without others placing sanctions and restrictions just because they live and believe different. Hello. Ophiuchus represents the desire to exist in harmony with Mother Nature and the freedom to align with our own moral code rather than restrictive ones that are written and governed by others. People who have remained silent before will feel an unmistakable energetic pull so that they are compelled to emerge and passionately unite against the injustice of inequality for the benefit of humanity as a whole. Those influenced by Ophiuchus' energy are determined, conscious, heart-centered warriors who will battle to the end for humanitarian rights and justice for the underdog. Hello. It signifies celebrating individuality while coexisting effortlessly and seamlessly. Ophiuchus also symbolizes intention for fearless and peaceful solidarity, particularly when confronted with aggressive and fierce opposition and suppression. Ophiuchus dislikes materialism and man's greed for money, power, and control. Hello. It is a war of mankind's ability to exploit and destroy nature in exchange for monetary value. Hello, all that down concrete. It highlights the battles that occur between spirituality and ego-filled desires. Ophiuchus' dark side is closely related to Lilith and the Black Moon, what I told you, and illustrates the oppression that occurs when feminine, intuitive, sensitive forces are rising. There is nothing dark or sinister about Ophiuchus' energy. However, similar to what happened to Lilith, people are afraid and resentful when someone else is standing in their own power and honors and worship their sensuality, mysticism, inner values, and their beliefs. We will be witnessing how anyone who steps outside society's limiting lines is condemned simply for expressing themselves, and also how people support one another by coming together and peacefully opposing this. Ophiuchus and Lilith blend together perfectly, and their energies are going to be extremely influential in unveiling the forces that are trying to control those who solely want to live in harmony with Mother Nature. Lilith is an inspirational example of feminine energy that seeks to be treated fairly and who is not afraid to stand for what she believes in, even if it means she is cast out, ostracized, and isolated. Her mission is to promote equality, fairness, courage, and most of all, liberation from patriarchy at any cost. To align with her own morals and sanity, as well as for the evolution of all living beings. So, this goddess emphasizes with the struggles of Ophiuchius, since she was cast from the Garden of Eden simply for expressing the energy of her soul. Her presence reminds us of the wounds we receive due to rejection, abandonment, or neglect of any form, so that we understand that when someone turns us away, it is not a reflection of who we are as a person. It is a reflection of their own fear and limiting mindset. Hello. Ophiuchus is seen in the sky to be holding a serpent with both hands, and a snake is also closely related to Lilith, as it is believed that she was a snake in the Garden of Eden that tried to awaken Eve. Lilith, I didn't know that. Okay, take a screenshot of that. Lilith wanted Eve to embrace her feminine power and become aware of the way Adam was dominating her and how she was not regarded as equal to him. Snakes are often a depiction of Kundalini, or life force energy, and the spiritual awakening or the expansion of consciousness. Snakes represents the potential for awareness, knowledge, transformational healing, acceptance, spiritual balance, self-acknowledgement, creation, and the cycle of life. Ophiuchus points to revolution and is known as a snake in the grass who many fear. However, in ancient Greek, the snakes was worshipped and seen as a sacred symbol of healing, wisdom, and resurrection. The staff and the serpent are seen on ambulances and various medical institutes and is also the main part of the logo for the World Health Organization. The snake is also an analog for shedding old skin to make way for new. During the next few weeks, there may be constant change, and the serpent is reminding us to remain grounded, balanced, and alert while gracefully moving through personal and external metamorphosis, adversaries, and turbulence. Snake have a heightened sense of awareness and are instantly able to sense danger. Okay. We are being guided to remain flexible and in the present moment so that we can modify our path and choose alternate, alternate roads if trouble looms ahead. Ophiuchus is known for magic, medicine, empathy, compassion, healing, and intuition, similar to the characteristics of ancient tribes such as the Native Americans, who have been persecuted and denied for many years due to not sacrificing their way of life and slotting into the status quo. Since becoming aware of this constellation of Fucus, we could have chosen to integrate it into our universe and celebrate its offerings, just like the Native Americans. But instead, it has been largely rejected, and there has been a refusal to acknowledge it in the sky as well as in astrology. Now we're going to Chiron, the wounded healer, is a Fucus ruling planetoid, and we will be feeling repair and healing where there has once been destruction. Ophiuchus lives in harmony and in tune with Mother Nature and heals the external by healing herself internally. We will begin to feel emotional, psychological, and also physical wounds, receiving power, regenerative healing energy during this time as we bask in the medical energies in the sky that are currently illuminated and enhanced by the sun's powerful rays. When we absorb the universe energy that is being radiating and learn to master our own energy, we can use it as a powerful and vital conduit through which we can heal ourselves, humanity, and our planet. The energy encourages us to kickstart a new way of experiencing life that leads us to eliminating division and bring us closer toward unity and oneness with everything. While the sun is in a fucus, we will be feeling energized, stronger, braver, empowered, confident, and determined to embody and embrace all of our characteristics, and then use these qualities to support and stand by those who may benefit from them. We are being reminded that despite powerful forces trying to separate, hide, or destroy the truth, so soon enough the opportunity to shine will arrive. Regardless of whether something is hidden or in full view, staying true to ourselves and our belief is what matters, and doing so with integrity and peace in our hearts and minds. Okay. Considering the cosmic period we are about to enter, along with current plight of the Native American at Standing Rock, I can't help feeling the significance of the sun and healing constellation of Fucus will be imperative in healing for the tribes who are currently peaceful trying to protect sacred land. Roar Star Antares, Antares, sits just under a Fucus foot. Okay, that must be, let me see if that's the 14th zodiac sign. Okay, it's Sagittarius that come after Fucus. Okay. Yeah. I think this is gonna be pretty lengthy and it's gonna be a lot of parts. I'm just gonna go ahead and break it up. I'm gonna do a read. Where did I start? Where did I start? Where's that? Yeah, I'm gonna go through it. Let me do a little reading right quick of Fucus. Let me see, let me edit that. Okay, and okay, we'll talk about the ring. Now I found something. Well, I'm not on Lilith. I'm gonna do a little Lilith then. Okay, let's start on little Lilith. It says Lilith and Medusa. Is it the one I wanted to get on? Let me make sure it's the one I wanted to read. Okay, this is what I just read. Yeah, I can take this one off then. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, I just read that. Take that off. Constellation. Okay. I want to get it where it hit Lilith and talk about the ring. Let me see, should I? Bear with me, y'all. Hold on. Oh, maybe I got it on this. Let's see. See, this the ring of Lilith. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all can pull it up. You see that symbol, that star on there, and it's another symbol. It's one for a man and one for a woman. Well, I put that on the cover already. Y'all seen? Okay. Let me see. Can I find? I'll go from the beginning. We'll take the pictures. Okay, I started with Freemasons. Okay, I'm gonna start with it says Lucifer, called it Lucifer's ring, is a ring that Lucifer, morning star, brought with him to earth and always carries with him. It used to contain the immortality of the demon Lilith, although Lucifer himself states that he keeps it mainly as a reminder of his old friend. Okay. Uh, Before being in possession of Lucifer long morning star, the ring belonged to Lilith, who took the stone. Before being expelled by God from the Garden of Eden, Lilith later fashioned the ring into this ring. So it was before being in possession of Lucifer's morning star, the ring belonged to Lilith, who took the stone before being expelled by God from the Garden of Eden. Lilith later fashioned the stone into this ring. The ring, along with the um, Pentecostal coin, were the only two things Lucifer brought with him to earth. Lucifer even wears it when he strips down naked. In sympathy from the goddess, Amendel, Amenadiel, initially thought that this ring that Lucifer also wore was the key to the flaming sword, since he believed Lucifer to be God's favorite son. Okay, let me take this off. Yeah, try to get rid of so I can read exactly. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. What I got? So they saying that Lilith came before Lucifer, right? In the good, the bad, and the crispy, Lucifer was knocked unconscious and stranded in the desert, as his possessions are stripped from him, save for his ring and his pants. Okay. And it it never ends well for the chicken. Lucifer reveals the tricks Espinoza in the form of a story that the ring was originally Lilith's and that Lilith had sought out his help to reclaim it when the ring was stolen. When Lilith decides to give up her immortality, she places it in the ring, turning the stone from white to black, and then gives the ring to Lucifer, who begins wearing it. In the present, Trix is amazed to learn that the ring still has Lilith's immortality in it, and Lucifer laughs and states that yes, I suppose it does. Though, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing special about it is it reminds me of an old friend. Y'all remember when I read the book, Lucifer and Michael, Archangel Michael, were in court, and Lucifer mentions that about did he mention about Lilith? About how he told Adam and Eve, and about Lilith, how he got her to um, you know, stop letting that Adam make her feel like beneath him. Before being in the possession of Lucifer, morning star, the ring belonged to Lilith. Okay, I wrote that twice. I did do that. I remember that. Okay, Lilith and Adam. Rarely Lilith thoughts upon Adam have been recorded. He was dark of skin and hair. He was dark of skin and hair. And as psychologically perfect in every way was Lilith herself. Her accounts of his personality vary. Sometimes she claims he was domineering, imperious, a selfish brat. Sometimes she calls him stupid and dull, unable to comprehend that there was a world outside of Eden. Sometimes she implies that he was violent and abusive, deserving of hatred. And once in the darkness of the night, to a SERAPH of destiny, she had seduced, she murmured, that turning her back on him was the hardest part of leaving Eden. But his resonance could not tell him truth. So he fell for the okadoke, right? And I was looking at they got like X family tree, kind of like the Royals, but they got them like superhero style X-Men. It says Lilith had sought out to help to reclaim it when the ring was stolen. Did I read that already? Yeah. I know I did it twice, 3 times. Okay, the ring. That one is for the man. This one is for the man. See those symbols? Seal sigil of Lilith ring for men. And this one looked like a half. The first witch ring, sterling silver, handmade by is Lilith. Like a half of an ankh, like crescent moon. Where's that? Oh, okay. I read that. I wasn't sure it was gonna let me was gonna come back up, so I took a picture of it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I pulled up what was Medusa's real name? Euryal. Euryal. It's from the Greek ancient Greek, made in their language, meaning broad, wide stepping, wide treachery. However, her name may also mean of the wide brim sea. This would be an appropriate name since she is the daughter of the ancient sea deities Chorcys and Ceto. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me erase that. Come back to that later. Okay. The Curse of Medusa from Greek mythology. Are Athena and Medusa the same person? As one of the Gorgon, now I was worried about the Gorgon being the gargoyles, right? sister. She was originally a golden haired, fair maiden, beautiful and kind natured. Medusa devoted herself to a life of celibacy in the name of her goddess Athena. However, despite her origins of beauty, Medusa's name quickly became symbolized with malevolence, hatred, and monstrosity. So Athena was supposed to be the one that turned into Medusa. The story of that. So let's see. In a few minutes, hold on. Okay. Then I was finding out who's the question I asked about Lilith and the. Okay, I'll come back to that. Okay. Let's go back to Ophiuchus. Constellation Ophiuchus occupies good part of our southern sky. Ophiuchus is thought to represent the Greek god Apollo, who was the son of Zeus and Litos. I think we read that. The 11 largest constellation in the sky, Ophiuchus, occupies a good part of our southern sky as it gets dark. Ophiuchus and the serpent bear. Ophiuchus the serpent bear splits this constellation serpents, the serpents into two parts, serpent Clados and serpent's head. To Ophiuchus west and serpent's caput, the serpent's head to east. Ophiuchus is holding the serpent with his bare hands as it tries to slither away. The epileptic passes through the southern part of this constellation, since all the planets stay near the ecliptic. At least one planet can often be found in Ophiuchus, the month. Ophiuchus is hosting both Saturn and Mars. Hmm. Ophiuchus is thought to represent the god Apollo, who is the son of Zeus and Letos, and has a twin sister, the huntress Artemis. Apollo was one of the most important and complex of Greek gods. Ophiuchus represents the part of Apollo's mythology that chronicles his battle with Gaia, Mother Earth. Okay, see that's what I was coming to. Um, Mother Earth and Apollo. For them to have that kind of power over Mother Earth and be doing her like they doing her, something they did. Was it an actual being? I don't know, y'all. Just something. Hera, Zeus' wife, was angry with Leto for her dealings with Zeus that produced Apollo and Artemis. Hera sent Gaia's offspring, the serpent Clement, to chase Letos across the world and kill her. Apollo wanted to protect his mother, went to Hephaestus, the blacksmith of the gods. Okay, I'm gonna put that down because I was looking for that. Where the blacksmith started off from. Tus, blacksmith of the gods. For a bow and arrows, Apollo used his new weapon to corner Plymouth in the sacred cave of the Oracle of Delphia and killed him. Ophiuchus commentaries commemorates victory, but only marks the beginning of the battle between Apollo and Gaia. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. For them to have that power over this earth, to do what they do, um, it's deep. It's really deep. Because how can they do what they do, disrespect a woman? We know Earth is a woman, and tear down trees, do whatever they want to do, and get away with it. With such a large constellation, most types of astronomical objects are represented here, including the fourth closest star to our solar system, Bernard star. Ain't that something? It's a small red dwarf. Okay. That is only 6 light years away. Even being so close, Bernard's star puts out so little light that it takes a telescope to see it. Its proximity to us allows the star to have the fastest visible motion across our sky. Its speedy motion was discovered by Edward Emerson in 1916. Bernard also, his last name was Bernard, so it's named after him. Bernard also discovered and cataloged holes in the sky. Okay. Looking along the Milky Way, there are many bright regions. Right here on the same side of this. Oh, okay. Occasionally, there are areas where the number of visible stars suddenly drops to zero. Behind these holes, let me tell you, what? It's always a money issue. With who? I'm say, who else I'm talking about? I was supposed to somewhere. Oh, I'm mad. I said, he's all mad. I said, why? He's like, oh, because all the bills took all his money and he had to pay the lady that he hit in the car accident back. So now he hungry as fuck and ain't got no money. I said, oh, that sucks. You couldn't let me know that ahead of time, like before you had me waiting till 5:30 when you get up at 5:30. Come to find out he was at home asleep the whole time. Must have got off work early. I was like, I'm not giving you no money. No, it's not fair. You kept saying hungry as in like usually I'm like, oh, you want me to buy you some food, but this time I did not because you could. I was paying for the food to go out to eat. I literally told him that. He was like, so now I got to go wash and make some money. I said, I offered you. I literally offered you like you can wash and dry here, like you. No. Now he gonna be a user and miss out on something good. Why do they do this? Yeah. I guess he thought I was going to go home and go be like offer him money. Like, oh, I can buy you some food. I literally wanted to go out to eat. I was gonna pay for the gas and for the food. I was like, you should have. You're not worth it. I was like, you should have told me that earlier, and I would have, understand it. But you had me waiting. You went to sleep. I don't care if you're mad as hell or not. Communicate with me, like, come on, now let's go. Yeah, they don't like to communicate. He must got Capricorn in his chart. Yeah, I figured he talked to somebody and they told him not to let me look at his chart. Because I can tell him exactly what type of person he is and his family. It's sad. No, don't even trip. It just look at it like this. When people treat good people good, they miss out. And then when they want to come back, yeah, treat good people bad. Then they miss out. And then when they want to come back and they don't understand when you don't want them, who trusts you? So just, take it day by day. All right. No, you right. That remind me of Nicky and what's his name? Tron. He did the same thing. Okay. Occasionally there are areas where the numbers of visible stars suddenly drops to zero. Behind these holes are the same numbers of stars as the rest of the Milky Way. But between Earth and these more distant stars is a cloud of dark gas called a dark nebula. I heard of that. Dark gas. Dark nebula. These dark nebulas were cataloged by Bernard in his Bernard Catalog of Dark Markers in the Sky. Working at the whatever. Too many images along the Milky Way with the 40-inch refracting telescope, the largest telescope of that type to be used in scientific research. These images allowed him to catalog these dark markings. He numbered them as he found them, and they are commonly referred to by their number. Mercury disappears from our evening sky after the first few days of the month. To reappear for the last half of the month in the morning sky. Mercury passes the sun on September 12th. Jupiter is also low in the western evening sky as the month starts and disappears into the sunset glow a week after Mercury. Venus will be in the evening sky all month and the rest of the year. Mars and Saturn have been near each other for almost a year, but now Mars is going to start moving eastward away from Saturn, leaving it alone in the Fucus. The September equinox marks the beginning of astrological autumn on September 22nd, 8:21 a.m. Astronomical Society of Las Chayas will have a ray of telescope in front of International Cafe going, y'all. Starting this weather permitting. Okay. Okay. That's their little stuff. Okay. Where I put it? Was it this? Yeah. I just want to see what I did. Okay. Um, Lilith. Okay, let me go here. Well, I showed y'all what I put on the thing. I probably do it. Want y'all to get because I can get off into stuff. And second at 22. Yeah. We got people good. People stop. See, that's why I say I'm trying to find out how the fuck to get off of here because y'all be doing too damn much. Shit. Selfish motherfuckers. But I understand that it's a lot of different fallen angels, supposedly different aliens, but I think it's just children of fallen angels, me myself. And yeah, I don't respect nothing. Think people weak if they nice to you. I was actually told that, y'all don't like people being nice to y'all. Y'all would like to argue and fuss and be treated like shit, and you love them more. More power to your ass. That's all I say. That's for those who feel that way. So come in my circle because you might not like how I might make you feel if you try to play me. You might not like it at all. Believe it, it ain't gonna be what you expect because there ain't gonna be no kissing and make up. So it's best to keep it moving. I'm not the one. Okay, let's see. Still a reading for Ophiuchius, Lilith, and Medusa. A Knight of Swords, slow down, stop driving fast. Okay. Somebody want to speak their truth. Okay. But if this a car, stop speeding. You want to finish it? Are you going to the finish line? You're doing a race or whatever? Please don't race down public street. Go to a race thing. Taurus, Gemini, first deacon, earth and air, fire. Remember, don't be going that fast. Don't even, just slow down. 2, 3. Communication is key, y'all. Please. Victory over something. I guess maybe you was in a race and you won. Congratulations. Okay. Yeah. Somebody was cold hard demanding respect. You had to squash that. Okay. Somebody tried to change you or change the weather or change your ideas or change your mind or something they were trying to do. And I haven't got to this point, but this is the snake barrier for us. I didn't get to the Red Cross. Okay, so I don't know if the hospital, firemen, ambulance, or this could be a fucus raising people from the dead. Okay, being healed, right, as well. So maybe victory. Okay, maybe there's a victory of that. Ambulance coming through, or either taking the people to where to get healed at, because y'all, it's a place that people can heal all. It's a place all sickness and diseases. They've been lying to our ass. Ace of Wands, fire signs, new beginnings, birth, new ideas, creation. So they want to stop your ideas, stop your passion. And people don't know you make them stop passion for you. I want even caring because of your actions. Okay? Know who you are, please. Stop letting other people persuade you on how relationships should be. If you watch mom, dad, sister, brother, got friends that try to tell you that person's stupid or dumb because they want to help you, and you think that's cool to do, please don't. Yeah, Leos usually are very sweet. But don't cross a Leo. Please don't. Yeah. Whether you thinking you getting smarter than them or not. Okay. We go back to a fucus where they try to stop a woman. See, that's that masculine patriarchy bullshit. Okay. That don't serve nobody. Because you can't even produce. No disrespect, no shade. You can't produce without a woman. Yeah, you can have a robot doing some stuff. You can produce with an animal if you're supposed to be gay, though. If you're supposed to be man on man, since you're disrespecting a woman, so that means you like the Martians or Moors or whoever they are, or whoever is masculine, and they like men because they are men, reptilian, I don't know, whoever. So you make men dominate women. Okay, so that means that y'all are gay. So you're putting y'all gender on those that are not, and you disrespecting a woman for what? I don't know. I don't know. God, that comes back to Gaia. There it is, trying to get her hooked. And then you get the man drunk, you put him with his desires till he can't even desire anything anymore. He can't even see straight, know how to respect a woman. You know, they so full of this, the past hurt or the past things y'all put them through from childhood. You know what I'm saying? And the drinking and all that they do from childhood, smoking, watching their parents, you make their parents the same cycle. Then it ends up with a lot of chaos, confusion, you know. And then y'all sit back and y'all created someone who's hooked on themselves. A lot of things I'm coming out with because I want to speak my mind and a whole lot of this as well. You got to sit there selfishly wanting the same sex, which is no, if you born with it, I see, but I'm talking about the trickery of it all. Okay? But there's a healing for that. If you wasn't thinking about that and you got persuaded this way and you think it's a lifestyle, because I have met many people who are gay that did not want to be, but they were tricked, they were raped into it, and they thought that nobody would love them if they went straight and it would talk about them, and they want a family. This was not something, the road that they chose, and they stand in it because of what happened or getting tricked into it. I know plenty of people like that. I'm not talking about the ones who are like that, so don't get offended. Okay? Yeah, no love. No love towards the woman. Don't want no love towards the man. Don't want them to love each other. But there's healing. There is healing. Okay? Yeah. Travel. Got to travel and find it. I read to y'all what they said. And there's a whole healing thing going on. But they wanted to make sure we didn't find out about it. Okay? Travel. Got to travel. The chariot, moving of residence, journey, victory over situation or problem, balance and polarity. We all gonna have victory over this soon. Light and the dark, yin and yang. We read that, getting together. We're gonna have victory over this. They can't do this forever. Forever, ever. No. You got to stop being so weak and start thinking and move from around whoever around you if they ain't serving you. People say, well, I didn't know because I was born that way. Unless you're a robot, but you know when something don't feel right, unless you got that same type heart. Okay? Because I knew when my family was doing what they was doing when I was a young child, I didn't have that same kind of heart. I'll feel it. So I wanted to move around from them. I tried to stay away from them as much as possible. Okay? But if you stay around, that means something you like. Are you fearful? Now that's when you got to get backbone. See what I'm saying? Mother Earth, she gonna come. It's gonna happen. The woman is gonna be respected in her full power. Instead of trying to stop, they can turn the world upside down. Don't make no sense. Patriarchy, it just don't make no sense. And the women's lib thing. What are you mad at? I can see, yeah, but don't base your being like I'm saying about this. Don't base your being gay on that you're mad with thinking every man is the same, every man is abusive, so I'm gonna mess with a woman. That's not fair to a woman who's gay, who's fully gay. Okay, it's like you playing with her. It's like the man playing with you. You know, don't do every man that way. It is some good men here that's been tricked. And don't put them down like the men got an organization to mess over women, make them have 12 kids, whatever. Then you got the woman, she trying to make sure she sway the man wrong, mess up his whole life. So y'all study battling, and we stuck in the fucking middle. Okay? Or y'all bullshit. These poor babies. And and us, y'all, we just don't know y'all don't know what to do. We don't know what the fuck to do. Those of us that do, we trying to figure this shit out. Or y'all shit. Blaming the woman and the man who in this bullshit playing these games. Queen of Cups. I told you the mother, she coming. I don't think we ain't Queen of Cups. Yeah, full force. Mother Earth gonna stand Ophiuchius, Medusa, Lilith. Don't get it twisted. Might as well say this Lilith, right? All deception and deceit. Those that don't change, this gonna be y'all. This gonna happen to y'all. Yeah, right. Look at this. Right in the back. Ashamed or jealous of a woman that got intuition and know how to heal the world and heal people, you call them a witch. Look at this. Testing people. Not enjoying Mother Earth. That's red wings. Yeah. Ace of Cups. Not wanting to get the healing they deserve. So you hide it. I gotta turn this off. Blow this out in a minute. My camera. From generation to generation, you've been doing the same shit, getting away with it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Nothing but reincarnating, getting a new body. Like I explained earlier in the first video. Coming back and doing the same shit all over again because you don't die. Or going in the sea and rejuvenating that body you got. And coming back and playing like a son or a grandson or whatever and come back and rule again. Y'all need to, man, the Most High, whoever runs everything, or it could be us. Okay, sooner or later, coming for y'all ass. We're gonna take that chance. Okay, ain't no walking away and no running away. Out of hermit mode. Sick of that, bringing everything out in the open. Everything. I had a vision of that too. Getting over childhood hurt that y'all Chiron bullshit y'all put out there. Y'all did that shit. Corrupt government, corrupt kings, queens, all that bullshit, making people greedy. But see, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hey, yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to make a video. I'm finna get out.
Making a video, y'all be quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this. Let me go. Let me get out. Love y'all. Happy birthday. Say this thing. Happy birthday to my Aries. Exiana. All right, love y'all. Be back. I just put one out. She just walked